Well, happening this weekend, Mickey, Minnie, and the rest of the Disney princesses. What was your favorite? Jasmine?
Jasmine's in town.
She's in town, and she is going to be at Simmons Bank Arena tonight.
All for a big dream tour. And that being said, speaking of dreams, Claire, you're out there. If you do see Jasmine, I am going out tonight. If she is free,
Yeah.
If Aladdin's cool with it, we can take her out on town. Be a great time. Yeah. What you got for us, Claire?
All right, DJ, I think you do have some competition for Jasmine with Aladdin. He's here too, right?
Yeah, we got the whole gang.
Okay, well, I have dressed up because I'm making a special appearance on the ice right now. What am I wearing?
You are wearing one of our lobster costumes from our Under the Sea segment. So you have the little jacket on and the claw, and you're ready to go.
Ready to go. Tell me a little bit about the Under the Sea segment.
Yeah, so you'll see Ariel, Flounder, Sebastian, along with, I play one of the fish, so some fish out there, lobsters, seahorses, a lot of fun.
So cool. Yeah. Now, you wear many hats in this show. Who else do you play?
Yeah, so one of my favorite roles I get to do is I'm one of Cinderella's stepsisters, Anastasia, so myself and another girl, you'll see us rolling around on the ice trying to win the prince's heart. And then I'm also part of the Aladdin segment and then also in the Frozen segment as well.
That is too cool. Now, I heard you talking about that Frozen segment earlier. I'm sure that's a fan favorite.
When Elsa's skating to Let It Go, the crowd singing along, there's snow falling, it's magical. And Olaf is definitely a crowd pleaser as well.
Oh, yeah, I love Olaf. Okay, so is this your first time in Arkansas?
Personally, yes, this is my first time, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, what is it like to be here performing in Simmons Bank Arena?
I'm just so excited to be back, bringing that Disney magic to, cities across the U.S. It's my dream job. I love it so much, and, just to see the kids' faces and how they react to what we do, it makes it all worth it.
Perfect. Well, in the next half hour, we'll talk even more about Disney on Ice, but for now, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Y'all, tonight, favorite Disney characters skating right into Simmons Bank Arena. I've been begging all day long for Claire to at least ask Princess Jasmine if, what she got.
It is all a part of Disney on Ice here. That's where Claire Kreitz is. Claire, he's talking about Jasmine. What do you got for us?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm here with Lena, and tell me about who you play in Disney on Ice.
Yes, I portray the role of Princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog.
Oh, that is awesome. How long have you been doing this?
This is my 12th year with Disney on Ice.
Oh, wow. So we have some props behind us. Do you want to talk about some of these?
Yes, definitely.
All right, let's take a look at some of what we got. What do we have here?
Okay, so these are different props that we actually use and skate with in the show. So we have a couple different stories. Can you guess what this is from?
Oh, so I used this earlier. This is the claw from Under the Sea.
Yes, so the lobsters have real claws, and they're quite big and quite heavy, and so they use them, and they actually do movements with them. They're all bedazzled and sparkly. They have two. The other one, not sure where it is, but
that's impressive. Using that earlier, it is heavy.
It's quite heavy, so we have to not only skate and do the choreography, we have to do it with some props as well. So we also have a Periscope from The Little Mermaid. So Prince Eric uses it to scope out Ariel. Maybe he finds her, maybe he doesn't. You'll have to come to the show and see.
I love this.
This is also from Under the Sea. I think we've seen these before at the ocean. You might be able to hear the ocean if you listen closely. And then we have some different swords.
Oh, wow. These are intense.
Kid-friendly, not sharp. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're safe.
Yeah. Pretty light, too.
Exactly. You have to be able to skate, do jumps with these, so we make sure that they are skatable. We have an awesome prop department that takes care of these and makes sure they look beautiful for every show. And we have Prince Philip's shield because, you know what, there is a fire-breathing dragon on this show. Ooh. So he has to slay that dragon with this sword and shield.
That is impressive. All right. What is your favorite part about the show?
That is such a tough question. I really love the Aladdin segment. It's so fun. It's you have the whole marketplace coming alive, all of the merchants there, and I also really love Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid.
I think that's probably my favorite. So I love Little Mermaid, so that's one of my favorites. I went to Disney on Ice as a kid, and that was so cool. All right, do you want to show us a couple moves?
Yes.
All right.
All right. So speaking of The Little Mermaid, I'll show you a little bit of the mermaid swim. Oh. Okay, so your arms are behind you. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then they also get to do a little fun shimmy, followed by a high kick.
That was so good. All right, I'm going to learn how to do that, and then I'll check in with you guys in the next half hour.
Well, happening this weekend, Mickey, Minnie, and the rest of the Disney princesses and princes are taking the ice at Simmons Bank Arena.
Yeah, and it's all for Disney's On Ice Big Dream Tour. And Claire, you're out there here this morning, and we talk about how acrobatic and how graceful all these performers are, but they're doing it on skates. I mean, how impressive will viewers be when they come out and check out these performers?
Yeah, good morning, guys. It is so impressive. I'm actually with one of the cast members now, Jason. Who do you play in Disney on Ice?
So I get to, I'm actually an ensemble performer, which means that I get to be a part of all of the production numbers in the show, which means that I get to be a part of every single story, which is so exciting because every day you're never really sure what's going to happen, whether it's selling fish in the marketplace, whether it's being part of the culinary cabaret with Lumiere and Belle, whether it's to attend Prince Charming's ball where he meets Cinderella. I get to do all of those things, and it's so exciting every day because I get to, you know, show everyone what I love to do, and which is perform and skate.
Okay, in every single performance, that must be tough to learn all of those. What is the training like?
Yes, so at the beginning of every tour, we have a rehearsal period. It's usually about 2 weeks. Just depends to learn all of the numbers of the entire show, which can be really, really hard at times, but we do take the time to really practice and iron those out so it's ready for opening day for every single week of the tour.
Wow, so you've been doing this about 10 years now?
10 years, I can't believe it.
Oh man, so it's probably all old hat to you, but what is it like performing each night?
You know, there's always something different every night. There's something fresh from every audience, from every venue, from every city that you travel to, and that's something that you never lose. You never lose that excitement of stepping out in front of that set, just to hear the roar of the crowd and the appreciation of, you know, just entertaining audiences. I can tell that from myself that I was personally inspired from watching a Disney on Ice show, and so I always think about that every time I go out there, and that you never know who might be inspiring today.
Yeah, isn't that the reason you got into skating?
That is the reason I started skating.
That is too cool. Now, it's all come full circle. I have to ask what your favorite performance is.
My favorite performance was actually have to be part of Dream Big. I absolutely love the Under the Sea segment. It's one of my favorite songs ever since I grew up. I'm a 90s baby, so the Renaissance period was my time. I love Under the Sea. I love playing a Vegas fish and swimming out there with Sebastian and all of the other friends that Ariel has.
That's so fun. Under the Sea is my favorite too. All right, well, you still have a chance to come see the show tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, so definitely get your tickets. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks so much, Claire.